大家好，我是 AIT 的发言人孟雨禾。As you know, May is the month where we celebrate the contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Today we have two very special guests joining us remotely from Miami to answer 3 questions exclusively for our Facebook friends. I want to give a special welcome to Dante Yeh and Brooke Hensley, who are both frontline medical workers helping to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in the United States. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
It's our pleasure.
Of course. All right, so I'll start. I'm an emergency room physician. I primarily see adults, and being in the emergency room, we see all comers. I'm the first doctor that anybody sees when they come in. So we don't know who is positive for the coronavirus. So as we know, some people have no symptoms at all. Right? Some people it's much more obvious. So we are just acting as if we assume everybody is positive. So we just put on our full gear, and we had a much more of a wave a few weeks ago. We're seeing it kind of taper off a little bit, but we're trying not to let our guard down, and we're still taking the same precautions, right?
So I'm a trauma surgeon, but that's only part of my job because I also do emergency general surgery and I do critical care, and they come and see me. But also, if patients are sick in the ICU and they require the mechanical ventilator, then on the days that I'm not on call for trauma, I'm taking care of critically ill patients in the ICU. At a lot of hospitals in the United States, surgeons such as myself are caring primarily for COVID patients. However, at our hospital, the workflow that we have set up is that we are the reserves and the backups when the medical intensivists get overwhelmed.
Although people may complain, it could be boring to be at home, I feel like it's given people a lot of opportunity to kind of slow down. I think people worry about work, no time for family, no time for, relaxing and doing other things. And I think people, instead of saying, oh, well, I can't do anything, they are able to spend more time at home with their families.
Thing that has been a silver lining to this cloud is the rise of telemedicine, right? So it used to be just a very niche thing, and people used to insist, oh, I have to see the patient face to face. I have to do a physical exam. But with the restrictions forced upon us, we all, quickly became very comfortable with telemedicine. And now this way I can see patients. I have patients referred to me from all over the state, and they have to sometimes drive 3 hours each way to come and see me, and then wait in the waiting room for an hour. And now I can actually stay in touch, and I can see them more frequently, and everybody's happier. And I think that telemedicine is now here to stay after the pandemic passes. I think there's no way of putting it back into the box.
Yeah, that is positive. And actually I have a rash I'd like you to look at when we're done with this interview. If you just
I feel that in general, and this may be a stereotype, I feel like Asian cultures place a strong priority on the collective and on sacrificing for the greater good. Whereas America was built on rugged individualism, right? And my rights, my personal, freedom and stuff like that. And so, having been raised by first-generation immigrants to the United States, I feel like I still retain a little bit of that, oh, well, this is the good for you through this. It's inconvenient and it's not fun to be quarantined and to not do the things you do. But I just view it as my duty. It's my my job to in order to protect the greater society.
Brooke and Dante, thank you again for taking the time to talk to us about the work that you're doing. Thank you again to your contributions to helping flatten the curve in the United States, and to our Facebook friends. 下一次见.